So someone sent me this on Facebook, and it was really, really middle of the road, boring nonsense, until it started getting towards the end of this video, and then they started getting woke on the problem of a Wamen-only island.
My utopia is here!
Oh, stop.
Hallelujah. Guys, I have been waiting to tell you this. I'm now moving to an island off the coast of Finland.
Okay, interesting.
All right, because it's going to be an all-woman island. It's literally my dream come true, except for that, like,
your dream.
whole procreation.
That's not your dream.
One day we're going to solve that and we'll be free.
Right. So she's being oppressed by the fact that women procreate, and I guess nature's just really patriarchal. But this all feels like a massive front, doesn't it?
All right, so entrepreneur Kristen Roth has actually created Super She Island, which is a private retreat off the coast of Finland where no men are allowed.
Or even want to go.
I still have a sign on my door at home that says no men allowed, but it's not as good as an island, let me tell you. Also not as effective.
And if I had a sign that said no women allowed, I'd be a misogynist, wouldn't I, Hannah? Just saying.
Now, Ross says her aim is for women to vacation at a destination away from society's pressures and embrace an all-female energy. We're the average of the 5 people we surround ourselves with, and my philosophy is if you surround yourself with amazing women, and if you can bring together amazing women globally, then you're going to be the average of that group. So
sounds like, to me, you're going to be at the bottom of that bell curve, but hey, what do I know? I'm not the one surrounding myself with amazing women from around the world, so I could be average.
What she's trying to do is she's trying to call amazing women and put them in one single place and have them just feed off each other's all-female energy, and I am...
God, Hannah Cranston is just insufferable, isn't she? Just unbelievable fraud. Just everything about her screams fakery. This energy, this front that she's putting on, it's just all totally fake. And look at the co-host she's got. Just like, yeah, I feel you, love. I feel you.
Here for it. Mm-hmm. Now, she picks the visitors herself, which some people have issue with, okay? They do have some problems.
Yeah, that's going to be weird, isn't it? It's going to be her little personal retreat that she chooses the people who can come. That sounds like it's not going to turn into a sort of schoolyard style alpha female trying to dominate a pack of women like we would see in the lunchroom or something like that at school. It's not going to turn to that. It's not going to turn massively bitchy. There's not going to be ostracization of certain women from the group who fail to adhere to the groupthink. None of these things are going to happen. It's going to just be fucking fabulous, Hannah. You should definitely go. Film yourself while you're there too.
With the fact that she's picking the visitors herself, but we'll get into that in a second.
Okay.
She says those interested should be prepared for a vetting process via the organization's website. She said,
so no wrong thinking women.
The number one thing that's important for me is that you have an amazing personality, like upbeat, cool personality, because you're on an island. So she's got a good point there. That's what's going to make it.
When she says amazing, I think what she means is subservient.
Fun and exciting for everybody. And she says, according to Roth, the main requirement is the island is a zone without sexual tension, meaning you just come and you just want to chill.
Wow, that's problematic, isn't it? No sexual tension. That means you're going to have to keep the lesers off the island. And, I mean, is it going to be trans-inclusive? If you've got a lady who happens to have, I don't know, broad shoulders, big beard, wears manly clothes, tends to adopt the masculine gender role, but still identifies as a woman? Just curious. I mean, I'm just saying. What's actually preventing a man from just identifying as a woman? Sorry, getting ahead of myself. Carry on.
Now, people's problem with this, let's be real, is she's saying there's no sexual tension, so inherently she's excluding LGBT
no lesbians,
women.
Right?
Oh, it's problematic. Just having an island full of women is already problematic. Do go on.
Yeah, so that is
Even
problematic.
This idea that lesbians can't be around other women without panting.
Wow, it's just like talking about gays in the 70s, isn't it? It's like, we can't let gays in the army because it's going to try and rape everyone. I can't believe you guys have finally reached this point.
Yeah,
Like, what?
no, yeah. Or, I mean, frankly, let's be real, like, that men and women can't be together without sexual tension.
Right.
Like, that also exists. Like, I promise you, you might not think it does, but it can exist.
Yeah, unilaterally, maybe.
All right. So I think
It's
that's
happening right now.
true. True things. True story.
Cringe.
So I do think that is problematic. Also for trans women, how she's going to identify, deal with that. She does say that if you identify yourself as a woman, then that's great. She says we're not exclusive. And
Doesn't matter how big your dick is. Doesn't matter how many other masculine signifiers you have. Doesn't matter how many women on the island just happen to think that you look great as a man. If you claim you're a woman, they're very inclusive.
in that way, now she's
It's gonna be no sexual tension at all. It's definitely gonna be good. But obviously they'll never let you on. So
going to invite VIP members to the island first, and then she's going to open it in July for business. Would you go?
this is gonna crash and fucking burn. This is gonna be the highlight. It's gonna be Samantha Brick all over again.
On this trip?
No.
What?
I didn't even blink. Didn't even fucking blink. Let me just watch that again.
For business. Would you go on this trip?
No.
What?
No, I'm out. I don't want to be trapped on an island with people like you, Hannah. Literally, I don't want to be trapped on an island with a bunch of bitchy women like you who are all front and no substance. That's why, Hannah. She's got some substance behind her. That's why.
Girl, I wouldn't go on this trip.
I think you like boys more than I do.
Oh, she's a slag. That's what it is. It's not that you guys would be unbearable. It's that she's a slut. Good stuff, Hannah. Hannah, sorry. Good stuff. But no, I think that she understands that you guys would be absolutely unbearable to spend any time around whatsoever.
I wouldn't go on this trip though. I don't know. I don't like to visit my island. You have to be vetted. It's too much. No thanks. I don't want to go.
That's
Totally with her. She's eminently sensible.
a fair point. That's a
Yeah.
little
What if my
elitist.
lesbian homegirl wants to come? Like she can't come and hang out with her straight homegirls? No, I'm cool.
I don't like that part.
Yeah.
I don't like the
No thanks.
exclusivity part. I like the idea of having an area where women can congregate, right, and feed off each other's energy. I think that's really important.
You can do that anywhere. Don't you have a home? Hannah, you can invite women. I love look at the skeptical look on her. I can't even see what her co-host name is. Hang on, I should get him. Brooke Thomas. I'm liking Brooke Thomas. She seems like a very switched on young lady. But you have a home, Hannah. You can just invite ladies over and not invite men. You can do it at the discretion of you've got your discretion as well. So you can choose the ladies you want to invite to your home, and you can cultivate that space to be exactly as you want, away from the evil men. Just with the Wamens is.
I went to an all-girls school, and I think there is something very special about being around women all the time.
Absolutely.
There's
I like to go
sisterhood,
to
there's-
spas that are like all women. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
when you go to like a giant spa. Have you ever been to one of those like Korean bathhouse type
I have
spa
not.
things? There's one in Texas.
Bourgeois women are insufferable. My God, no one cares about the things you do because all the things you do are all about yourselves. Just saying.
It's amazing.
They have
But
them in LA too, but yeah.
it's this huge thing, and I like when you're down at the bottom and it's just women and you're just hanging out before you go up to the sauna areas. I love that. I like that energy. And there's a tribe in Kenya, that's all women because they're all victims of violence and sexual abuse, and that's what keeps them safe. And
I can't believe Africa isn't a perfect progressive paradise. This is nuts. All the propaganda I've been told by Vox and by Mike.com isn't true. That's weird. I thought that the patriarchy and I thought women getting raped was only something that happened in Western countries. So bizarre. They have an entire tribe in Africa made up of raped women. Not exactly a good look for the tourist, but I guess we'll chalk that one up to all cultures are beautiful. I guess that'll be the next episode. But yeah, I like being in all guy spaces. To be honest, I like hanging out with men. Without any women around, it changes the group dynamic, doesn't it? I totally understand where you're coming from, Brooke. Being trapped somewhere with a bunch of people you don't really know, under the auspices of a moral busybody who's doing this presumably for their own ego, does sound a lot more cancerous. Brooke, you're totally on the money here.
so I get it, just don't want it I'm not interested. But
I get it. I'm just no. Just fucking no. This looks like absolute torture to me. I do not want to be a part of it. It's obviously going to create an unhealthy, groupish atmosphere that is deeply, deeply divisive. It's going to be awful. Some people are going to get victimized because, let's be honest, we all know how these things work. Yeah, I can totally see why you're out, Brooke. Totally understand.
I get it.
I get it, yeah.
About the vetting process.
Yeah. Now Hannah's utopia is starting to look like a dystopia. Good job. You managed to red pill Hannah on the Wamen problem.
This is rubbing me the wrong way.
The vetting process, I completely agree. I think there's something controversial and weird about the whole like exclusivity, elitist aspect of it. Like you have to have an amazing personality. It's like, wait, why do you get to be the judge of who has an amazing personality?
Well, because she owns the resort, obviously. But the problem there, Hannah, is that you didn't think about this, did you? You didn't realise that you would be at the whims of the person who owns this island. And you'll be trapped on this island, presumably. I don't know how often the boat's going to be travelling back, but, like, it actually sounds like hell on earth, doesn't it, Hannah? Which is what your friend is trying to explain to you.
Do you want to go on vacation with 30 of us? I think we need some quiet people.
God damn, that is just so great, Brooke. Straight to her fucking face. Straight to her fucking face. Do you really want to go on vacation with 30 of us? Now imagine being trapped in a room with just one of you. Like, now imagine that you can't leave this room. This is so great. Yeah, you were insufferable people generally, but Brooke, you are head and shoulders above the rest of them, my love. You are fabulous. Hannah is an empty airhead, but you actually have some brains in your head. Good job.
It's a valid point. It's a valid point.
It is a valid point, Hannah. It's an amazingly valid point. I can't believe you put this up on the internet.
I would actually, I would go on vacation with you, but we would need some buffer.
Right, I would absolutely.
Oh, right, okay, absolutely. I couldn't stand to be around you for too long because I fucking hate you secretly.
We swam in a pool of marshmallows this
We
weekend.
did. We had a fun weekend. True story. We did. That's a fact.
Yeah.
We swim in a pool of marshmallows, but we're oppressed Wamenses in the first world. We need help because the patriarchy's oppressing us. But in our free time, we do go on holiday and swim in pools of marshmallows. Then we ride unicorns that fucking spray rainbows out of their asses. You know, the idea that women are oppressed is just the funniest thing in the world to me when it's so patently, demonstrably, empirically not true. In the next video, they're going to be complaining about how they're being tremendously held down by the patriarchy because of the wage gap or something like that. Is just, you guys know that you're unbelievably spoiled and privileged, and because of this privilege that you have, unearned I might add, no one wants to be around you. You don't even want to be around each other. I mean, like, me and my friends, occasionally I've got a bunch of old friends from school, obviously, and like, we'll go on holidays and stuff, and we'll have lads' holidays, and they'll be amazing. It's just amazing, good fun. I don't need a break from them. I don't get to see them enough as it is. I don't need to get away from them while I'm on the holiday. But then we're not insufferable cunts, so...
But 10 of us...
that would be a lot. That would be a lot. What is it?
She knows. She's totally woke. Brooke Thomas. She totally understands what's going on here.
Like 100.
Two's a party, three's a crowd, or something like that.
Honestly, Hannah, one Hannah Cranston in the room is one Hannah Cranston too many. Just saying.
But I still like the idea. I like the concept, even if it's just like a PR ploy. I dig it.
Even if you couldn't stand to be there yourself, you still dig it.
I think it's important, right, to have a space where women can sort of let loose and not feel those, society.
Hire a hall and say, right, okay, this is invite only, and then invite the people you want to invite. Anyone can do this. Everyone is free to do this. You can hold any events you want, anywhere you want. Just look at the face. Just, oh dear.
All pressures, whether that's on an island or whether that's in your apartment with your girlfriend or however you want to live that out.
And you can tell them to leave when you've had enough of them, which, let's be honest, won't take too long.
I want to hear from you guys, though. I want to know, would you go to this island?
Yes. But I'm not allowed because I'm a man. But that's okay.
Are you upset about this island?
No. I want you to do it. I think you should all do it. You should do a documentary on this island. Documentary of privileged white LA women, or not necessarily white, but privileged LA women going to this island and then living there for 30 days. Do a Vice documentary, Hannah. Come on, it'll be great. It won't be the laughing stock of the internet. It'll be really good. You should do it.
I have a feeling some of you might be.
No. Total sport, girl power, solidarity with the sisterhood. Come on, you guys can do this. I'll chip into a crowdfunder if you've got one going. I'll give you a $5. Go on, get out there.
Do you think it's too exclusive? Do you think it's not intersectional enough when you're talking about keeping that all-female energy? Let us know on Twitter.
Well, why does it have to be female energy? That seems kind of exclusionary, doesn't it? It seems kind of transphobic too. I mean, a lot of women have male energy. It just strikes me that you're not really living to your principles here, Hannah. And no one would really want to be around you for that long anyway.
At Hannah Cranston and at Brooke on air. If you don't have something nice to say, don't say it.
Ah, God, if only you'd take your own fucking advice, Hannah. I have seen way too many of your videos. It's amazing how you think you shouldn't have anything nasty said to you while you're spewing nasty things out of your mouth. Not in this video, admittedly. Maybe I should go and look up one of your other videos where you're spouting a load of horrible shit. But I can't be bothered. And I'm not even going to edit this. This was just a bit of fun, laughing at you guys, realising that being trapped with one another is the worst hell you can imagine.